Hey everyone, welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. Last time out, we recovered Evelyn Parker from the basement of the Electric Corporation disused power plant, where scavs were operating not only a drug production facility, but also an XBD studio. And I mean, XBDs are bad news at the best of times, but this place seemed pretty damn extreme. We managed to get in, and with Judy's help, we disconnected Evelyn from the equipment that they had there and got her out. And we're now here, I believe, to go and see Judy and see what she makes of Evelyn's state. Oh, Judy's apartment. Okay, that makes sense. So we're in Judy's pad. Okay. It's interesting. It's quite an eclectic, colourful place by the looks of things. Let's have a little snoop around while we're here. So, when we picked up Evelyn, she was in a pretty bad state, and looking at it, Judy's apartment doesn't look like it's in much of a better condition, to be quite truthful. What's the wall covering all about? It looks like it was painted by a 3-year-old. It looks like it's an undersea theme. Presumably these are supposed to be jellyfish. And we've got scuba divers? Okay. Oh.
She's sleeping. At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore.
Gotcha.
I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
Oh, wow. That's... Oh, my God. Okay, well, that sort of goes somewhere to explaining the sort of state that Evelyn's in. Judy would have offed her just to put her out of her misery.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough. She already gave up everything she had. I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself.
Wow.
No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you.
Oh.
I just want you to know that.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So, Judy said she didn't want to poke around in her head, presumably sort of searching for information about what happened or information from the past. Did it for me? Okay. To try and get information on the Konpeki Plaza job?
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Johnny, dude, you saw the shit she's been through. So hold on, you're saying you're mad at her?
You're mad at her? Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have any...
I know. It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
Oh. So, right, okay.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn right now.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, not only did the hack and the behavioral chip stuff mess with her head anyway, the scavs have probably completely fried her.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah, had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
Okay, that's fair. Right, I don't want to take a look at those BDs just yet. Don't mind me, I just want to snoop around your apartment. This is quite a nice little place. It's sparse, but open plan. I like it. So, what do we got here? Rewiring synaptic pathways. Chapter 1, the future of neurotechnology. The 21st century heralded a worldwide revolution in neurotechnology. We as a society can no longer imagine an existence without technologically heightened senses, enhanced memory capacity, and pain modulators. By linking our neural systems with computer chips, we are capable of learning complex skill sets in seconds. Sounds like the Matrix. Then subsequently forgetting them again the instant they're removed. Today, after nearly 80 years of increasingly incorporating these technologies into our daily lives, We must now ask ourselves what comes next. Interesting, after nearly 80 years, so are they saying that these neural interfaces came about around the year 2000 in this timeline? In recent years, the academic community has reignited discussions on possible new methods to influence brain plasticity. Is it possible to create permanent neural pathways using coprocessors? Can we expect a breakthrough regarding dopaminergic data manipulation in our lifetimes? If so, what will be the consequences? The probable emergence of commercially viable artificial neurotransmitters would undoubtedly reshape the health science field, yet would simultaneously introduce a potentially destructive tool to most governments and corporations. The field of plasticity manipulation remains in its infancy, but most experts agree we should prepare for a future in which such neurological rewiring will become as commonplace as the cybernetic implants used so pervasively today. Studies should begin exploring now how science can adapt our bodies to optimize the effects of this technology while minimizing its abuse and potential unwanted side effects. Right, interesting that they highlight how governments and corporations are a little bit worried about the developments of this technology. Presumably, it lessens their hold on people's sort of decision-making and their sway that they can have over the populace. The Green Death. The weathered man peered into the eyes of the young nomad as if trying to divine his thoughts. "Don't misunderstand," he said. I don't mind unexpected guests, but you must recognize when a man lives alone in the middle of the desert, he has a right to ask uncomfortable questions. The boy wouldn't make contact, instead glancing nervously through the window as if expecting us to spot an armada of battle drones coursing straight for him across the night sky. I'm running away," he muttered after a moment of hesitation. "From Green Phantom. He's been following me since Yellow Creek." The old man didn't move a muscle save for a twitch at the corner of his mouth, revealing he knew more than he cared to admit. "You have nothing to fear," he said softly. "The Green Phantom only comes for the worst criminals. If you hold regret in your heart, he'll forgive you. He'll offer a second chance." The boy's anxious demeanor suddenly turned to a rebellious grin. "I regret nothing. And you, old man, you don't have the faintest clue what you're prattling on about." "You're wrong. I've also met the Phantom once before." The tenderfoot nomad's eyes widened in surprise for a brief moment. It seemed as if there was a question at the tip of his lips, but he refused to ask it. "It's late," the old-timer said. "You should sleep. You're exhausted and need to gather your strength before you continue running, if that's what you choose to do. My home is open to you for the night." The boy uttered no thanks. Without a word, he stood and entered the small, dark bedroom where his host had prepared a bed. To find his way, he switched on his infrared, then immediately froze in place. There was a body lying in the bed. He edged closer until he could discern its shapes. A pool of cooling blood, withered hands contorted into unnatural angles, the vacant, dead eyes of the old man he had only just been talking to in the other room. Ooh! Suddenly, the walls began to emanate an otherworldly olive glow. The boy could sense a figure in the bedroom and enter the bedroom and stand behind him. "If you regret nothing," hissed a cold, emotionless voice, "then why do you flee?" Then black. The world of the young nomad plunged into darkness. Ooh, the Green Death strikes again. So is the Green Death a shapeshifter? Or is he just able to sort of trick other people's optics into thinking his appearance has changed? Kind of like the scramble that's over our face when we see ourselves through cameras. I do like the literature in this world. It's very cool. Thornton, Owner's Manual. Congratulations, you're now the proud owner of a Thornton. We're proud to offer our Thornton guarantee for reliability and convenience at an affordable price. I think this might be the van that she's got that we drove around in. I think that was a Thornton. Before you embark on a new adventure behind the wheel of your new Thornton, please take the time to read this owner's manual. Okay, general vehicle stuff. Not actually anything interesting there. What in the world is that? Can't scan it. Okay. Some sort of wheeled drone? That's funky. Right, anything else? I think that's about it for here. I do feel ever so slightly bad for raiding Judy of all of her stuff. Oh, nice office. Tomato juice. What do we got over here? I'm not going to raid all of the stuff that she owns. Oh, what's this, though? Bushido and neo-postmodernism. The Bushido franchise is a litmus test of our time. This groundbreaking film series puts on full display the entire spectrum of American society, masterfully pointing out the greatest problems of the neo-modern era. Live Fast, Die Never was, in its own way, a generational manifesto on the affirmation of life. The use of vivid colours, shaky cinematography, ubiquitous blood effects, and pervasive brain splatter testifies to the extraordinary self-awareness of the director, who once revealed in an interview how he, quote, fucking loves it when hot chicks dissect the shit out of the bad guys, end quote. Perhaps no other concept more aptly describes the underlying societal ethos when Bushido 3 was released. Especially worthy of note is the repetition in subsequent installments of the implant bomb motif, through which the prism of which the protagonist reinterprets reality. One example of this convention's flawless implementation appears in the latest film in the series, Bushido X Fade to Black. The scene in which the powerful Guerrera disembodies the arm of Jake, as played by the transcendent Tim Kelly, demonstrates in brilliant form the duality of the human condition. On the one hand, Jake loses his cybernetic arm, a symbol of both his tragic past and the ongoing techno-ontological conflict within his psyche. On the other hand, it is precisely due to this dismemberment that Guerrera is blown to bloody bits by a sensational explosion sequence. And the final disintegration of the antagonist's body into a blood spray of gore, how should this be interpreted? It is a metaphorical cry of deeply rooted despair, a manifestation of the personal transgression. This fragmentation of body could likewise be interpreted as a fragmentation of the individual mind, thus provoking the question, whose mind? Indeed, had everything the viewer seen of Jake's struggle been, in fact, a personified embodied fear? Had he not been embroiled in epic battle with a vile monster, but rather only with himself? Could the entirety of Jake's narrative been only a manifestation of some cyberpsychotic dream state? Among all the depth and nuance that has defined the franchise since its inception, only one thing is truly certain. Bushido has forever changed the world of cinema. Or alternatively, you could be completely overanalyzing and the director just likes people ripping each other to shreds and blowing shit up. Just a suggestion, you know? Right, what else have we got? Not an awful lot else. Right, okay. Let's see these BDs then, Judy.
Okay, show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on, V. I'll be the first to admit, this does not look good.
No, not the best. Oh, look. Interesting. Her hair color's changed. I seem to remember the person at the front counter in Cloud said that all of the dolls can change their hair color to personal preference. Man, I don't know if I want to sit and start interrogating her. See what our options are. Could touch her. How are you feeling? Have to ask you something. Really need your help.
Hey, how you feeling? Need anything? Not here to nag. Just talk.
She is not responding, is she? I don't want to go saying really need your help. That feels like it's a bit pushy, but at least broach the subject, see if we can get some reaction.
I know it's a bad time, but I gotta ask. You got any idea how to remove the biochip? Or know anyone else who might?
Straight to self-serving. Okay, no, I don't like this. I don't even know if I want to touch her.
Well now, look at you.
What? Okay, we're not going to get anywhere with Ev. Let's go and take a look at these brain dances.
Have a seat.
Okay.
All right, roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Glad you managed to salvage him in the first place.
Right, so these BDs are going to be pretty raw.
Second to load. quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
Right, so we've got 2 of Evelyn's memories in the form of brain dances.
Every single piece of tech I see, security. We need a layout of the whole room.
Oh, that was Ev speaking.
We need from the virtue. What about his messages? Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré.
It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual relaxed self.
So this must be Yorinobu that they're talking about.
He starts talking about the biochip himself. Should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies.
Oh!
That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
Right, hold on. I'm gonna watch that back, because it's a fairly short one, it's only 50 seconds. I'm gonna watch the whole thing back, because I think I'm starting to piece this together now.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see, security.
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be...
Okay, well, we analysed his messages on that wall panel, if you remember.
It's most important that he suspect nothing.
Took some doing.
Try to be your usual relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
This is it.
Biochip? Where you hear this?
So, right, okay, we obviously can't see this person that Evelyn's speaking to. We can't pick up her name either, because it's coming up at the bottom as data encrypted, but it looks like this person asked Evelyn... Oh, I get it. So she asked Evelyn to go in and scope out Yorinobu's Konpeki Plaza, penthouse apartment, and then report straight back to her. But she didn't, did she? She went rogue. She then got in contact with Dex and got us to use the same footage to work out where the biochip is. Evelyn isn't supposed to even know about the relic. Oh man, so they recruited Evelyn because they knew that she was going up to the penthouse, not even knowing that she knew that there was the biochip in the apartment. Oh, that's crazy.
That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies.
Except she
That is your
didn't.
one job.
She went lone wolf.
The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
So is it though? Oh, was it these guys that screwed Evelyn in clouds? If you'll pardon the turn of phrase. Okay. Right. Let's get this rewound. Get into editing mode.
What am I...
Oh man. Right. Okay. Editing. Here we go.
Take a look around if you want.
Oh, I want. Oh, believe me, I want. Right. So, what can we piece together? Where are we?
I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys.
Ooh.
That's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start.
Okay, Vive symbolism typically associated with voodoo. So, this is a church run by the Voodoo Boys. There's a... it's one of those digital confessional booths there. Right, what can we actually get on this
Can't
person?
see her face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy to crack. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or someone's working it for her.
Now, I've heard of the Voodoo Boys before. Yeah, they are seriously hardcore net runners, so that would fall into place. Personal data hidden via ID scrambling, requiring high net running skills. Right, do we have anything else in here? No, not at the moment.
Out for? Every single piece of tech I see, security.
We need a layout of the whole room.
The BD wreath floating
We
here.
will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Let
Only if you can do
fast
it and
forward a little
expect
bit.
nothing.
Starts
to be
talking
your
about the
usual
biochip. It was-
Relax self.
Right, looking at the visual layer, we've got something else here. Hello.
Might not be important.
Maybe, but all of them are from Pacifica. Narrows down our search at least.
Mm-hmm.
What now?
Looks
Adds,
like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica.
Ads for various establishments in Pacifica. So this is a Voodoo Boys run church, likely positioned in Pacifica. Right, nice. Let's now, something I didn't do on the last XBD that we ran is actually switch layers and see if there was anything to take any notice of. I doubt there's going to be much here, to be honest.
What am I looking at?
Nah, it doesn't look like it. And audible.
Single piece of tech I see.
We need it
security.
later. We will get
What about his
everything else
messages?
only if it's most important that he suspect
And
nothing.
if he starts talking
That-
about the
you spin the
biochip
virtue,
himself.
The rest is none of your
No,
Should I-
nothing else there to pick up on. But right, so Evelyn was recruited by this individual to go and scout out Yorinobu's apartment, but then she turned to Dex and tried to take it on herself. Next thing we know, the whole plan goes south, word gets out Yorinobu Arasaka is dead, and Ev ends up fried in clouds.
All right, think we got everything.
What do you think?
Oh, many, many things. Right, woman who hired her. Yeah, now I know why they tried to flatline her.
Now we know what happened at Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her chip.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She
Pretty
knew more
much.
than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
Woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
So, yeah, Evelyn wasn't completely honest with us. She was going against the Voodoo Boys when we were hired.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into? I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. Pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you.
Yep.
And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned
Wanna
it was a
see it?
second. Hell yeah.
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Oui, lui aller. Ou t'as qu'une raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, côté bien.
Is that French?
Moi c'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous vivre sur yon nous. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
So is that the same woman as before? Oh, hello.
Nous gagnons plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez de suspendre que ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
What language is she speaking?
Dunno. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I... Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying.
Okay. Right, let's... so this... We've just got audio points across the audio layer here by the looks of things. Right, let's switch to editing mode. Whoa. Hello? We've got something over there. Doesn't look like it's anything scannable. I suppose it wouldn't be because Evelyn never actually looked behind her, but looks like that says Los Osos on top of that building. And looks like there's... Wait, hold on. I think I know that building. That's a stadium, I think. And a big tower, palm trees. Right, anyway, back to the matter at hand. So I don't think we've got anything of interest on the visual layer, have we?
Try scanning the phone.
Okay. Can we get it? Leaving the BD range if I go that far. Aha!
Got it. Give it a second.
Oh, did she mention Yorinobu? I missed that.
Heard her mention Yorinobu.
Apparently V
Probably
didn't.
why Evelyn buried this recording deep. Caught another name. Something like Silverhand?
Ooh.
We have to know what they're saying. Could be important.
Fine. Just found the auto-translate package. Should get along fine with your system. I'll install it now.
Nice. Right, let's see what they're talking about then.
Oui, lui aller. Ou t'as qu'une raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça.
Too smart for her own good.
On s'est pas enragé.
Wouldn't dare.
Oui, c'est pis bon moyen nous.
She's our best route to Yorinobu. We must take this risk. See, now that's something I was wondering. If this person speaking to Evelyn picked up that Evelyn knew about the relic, why did she not just call it off there and then? I wish I shared your confidence that Silverhand will lead us to Alt. Ooh.
Vous voyez pris mon idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon côté que ça me pense, à continuer faire
If you're done questioning my judgment, you can get back to work. So she's someone of authority. Right. Oh, no way. So...
Oui, allez.
So do we get the translation now if we actually watch? Yes, we do. Right, so... They don't trust Evelyn. So this person that spoke to Evelyn is obviously someone of some importance. She's speaking to one of her underlings, but discussing the conversation with Evelyn. They don't trust her at all. But they know that she's the best route to get to Yorinobu and get to his apartment. And they want the relic because they want Silverhand. And they're trying to use Silverhand to get to Alt Cunningham.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
All right, disconnecting.
Woohoo!
I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago. V, you got any idea?
Right, how's he gonna take me, filling her in on the details? I really don't know. Long story.
V, get it together.
Or his constructs on the biochip. Well, we do know. We do kind of know that, obviously, Johnny's on the biochip. Johnny has mentioned Alt Cunningham before. I mentioned previously that Alt was Johnny's girlfriend and also
What's
has
up with you?
something directly to do with the... What's it called now? The Soul Killer program. So it is a long story. I also don't want to keep Judy out of the loop. She's taking chances on us.
Biochip we stole? It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff in my head.
Of course.
Yeah, with the rocker boy in my head, if you don't mind. Oh. Johnny's not going to be too happy at this development. So, the Voodoo Boys are after your girlfriend.
Know who they are, who the woman is? Any idea how we find them?
Fuck, V. I've been dead the last half-century. Sorry if I'm unable to hand you all the answers on a chrome fucking platter when you snap your fingers.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju wirehead, okay?
Of course, she'd love to hear you call her that. Right, so... Slight development. Voodoo Boys want Alt. Therefore, Voodoo Boys want Johnny to lead them to Alt.
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Well, pretty much all we know is that they're based in Pacifica. Why are you even interested? No, I'm not going to ask her that. That's pretty obvious, isn't it? She's obviously interested because they've screwed up one of her best friends. Yeah, I'm just going to have to ask around.
I'll ask around. Make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's got to know a way in.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
How do you suppose that? What, do you think she would have handled the Konpeki Plaza job differently, I guess? Oh, hello, we've got conversation points. Oh, interesting. Alright. Yeah, we'll bite. Oh, we've got a few in here as well. Nice. Oh, Bushido complete collection, eh? Oh, sweet, look at that. Ah, look at it. They're brain dance cartridges. Did I just hear Johnny? I thought I just heard Johnny materialize. Well, well, Bushido.
Oh, well.
The Bushido collection in BD format.
First three are collector's items nowadays.
Ooh, we can use a computer. I feel slightly bad. Shopping list, 7 messages. Wow. Help. From Evelyn to Judy. Hey, it's been like 1,000 years since we saw each other. What's up with you, girl? You still cooped up in Susie's basement? Still with Maiko? Hold up, Maiko. Why does that ring a bell? Maiko. We've read something about Maiko. Maiko or Maiko? I'm sure... Well, we read something about her in a BD. She'd hired a private investigator to look into something, and I can't for the life of me remember what. We've definitely heard that name before. Hoping at least one of those things isn't true anymore. Ooh, interesting. So Evelyn didn't like Maiko. So I got a tiny favour to ask. Okay, it's more like a humongous favour. Super important to me, but should be a breeze for a geek like you. Holler back at me. Hey, Ev. Mine's straight up just telling me what's going on. It's got anything to do with your previous messages? And yes, one of those things isn't true anymore. Ooh, hold on. Still cooped up in Susie's basement, still with Maiko. So, so Judy was in a relationship with Maiko and they broke up? Okay. I need you to scroll a virtue for me. That's it, I promise. In exchange, I'll make sure you don't have anything to do for the rest of your life but art. Let's just meet, okay? Where can I find you these days? So this was obviously the BD that she scrolled in Yorinobu's apartment that the Voodoo Boys requested her. So, working with us, N1's channel... Oh, hello, channel N54. Hi, we're the biggest TV broadcast channel in NC. Some of your BDs recently fell into our lap and we're really impressed. We'd like to offer you the chance to work in a young, dynamic team of artists like yourself with flexible working conditions and the chance to create an eye-popping portfolio. Let us know what you think. Nicole Wands. Hi, Judy. Did you receive my last message? We'd really like you to consider our offer. From Judy. I assume no answer was enough? Hi, Judy. Of course, I understand. Let us know if you change your mind. Ooh. So she's turned down what could have been a pretty decent role at N54. From Roxanne Sumner. Hi, I had a really weird sitch with a client, so I wonder if this is one of the mocks from Lizzie's bar. I met him at a bar when I was offline. He said he'd be coming to me exclusively for a few months and he wanted to get to know me. We talked a lot. He's a corpo. He said his job isn't that different to mine because he also has to put on an act all day. Like he has to play golf with his boss, who he hates or whatever. He seemed kind of nice. Now he wants to meet up outside of Clouds. What do I do? Oh, hold on. Clouds. Oh, right. So this is a Clouds doll. And she started chatting with this guy when she was offline. So basically when Roxanne was Roxanne. Okay. Take him to Lizzie so we can keep an eye on you just in case. And keep a stunner on you. I wonder if this... Oh, I wonder if this is what Susie Q was having a go at Judy about. Saying, sort of bringing people into the mocks. Right. So Judy was basically just trying to look after this girl. Work with us, Judy. From Rajiv Roy, Singad Studios. Hi, we're one of the biggest movie production studios in the world. We'd like to offer you the chance to work in a young, dynamic team with flexible working conditions and the chance to create an eye-popping portfolio. Oh my god, do they have the same recruitment people as N54? Stop messaging me. Actor. From Judy to Ev. Okay, hey Ev, I was looking for a BD actor. Client wants as little chrome as possible. Age doesn't matter. Know anyone who'd be up for it? Eddies aren't spectacular, but they're not terrible either. I'll ask. That's it? 2 words? Everything alright? I don't know, Judy. Everything's been nagging at me lately. Starting to think I wasn't made for this. Sleazy clients, porn, piss, poor conditions, shitty eddies. Wasn't meant to turn out like this. We deserve more, don't we? Oh, she seems very, very low compared to the previous message. I wonder if this is post-Kompeki. I fucked up. From F. Hey, Jude. Sorry about earlier today. I was pissed at Susie and you took the flak for it. Ooh. So Judy replied, I know you. You work hard. I know you, know how you work, but you're playing the wrong hand. I know. Talk to her again once you both chill. I'm sure it'll be fine. I doubt it. Oh, so Evelyn had a run-in with Susie Q. Okay. Compensation. Judy to Sydney Roberts. I'd like to explore my options about an unlawful juvenile detention when I was 16 years old. I'm pretty sure I'm owed some kind of compensation. I'm looking for a lawyer who can take on this case for 10% of the awarded sum. Hello, can you please provide more details? How are you so sure the sentence was unlawful? I was convicted for stealing a fire truck and for the illegal use of property belonging to the fire department. Except I didn't steal that truck. I found it in a scrapyard and fixed it up. It took me half a year, but when I was done, it looked better than factory new. They busted me on my first ride. Nobody believed I didn't steal it. Winning compensation for the city council is extremely difficult and, in my opinion, not worth the trouble. So you don't believe me either. Thanks for nothing. Oh, wow, she stole a fire truck! That's awesome. And then fixed it up. That's ahead of... At 16? Well, it took her all of a year. So at 15, she found a disused fire truck in a junkyard and did it up all by herself. Shopping list. High-index contact lenses. Boys with sensors. Neural signal augmenter. Boys with sensors? As in boys out in the ocean. Boys. Okay. Idea. Pain circuit breaker for dolls. Once the maximum pain threshold is reached, the session automatically shuts down. Client receives a fine. When do the boys come into play? I'm so confused. Right. Any more? I don't think so. Okay. Let's see what we can talk about in here. What do we got? Various electronic parts broken. 10 to 40 years worth. What?
No. Interesting.
Place looks like a fucking antique museum.
I guess you should feel right at home.
Chick's got taste. Except for one thing.
And what's that?
Way she looks at you. Don't pretend you haven't noticed. Makes you all mushy inside. I can feel it.
Okay. Can't say I had noticed. Right, bot, model not found.
Didn't know she dabbled in robotics.
Now that's fucking Shimra. Think that's how she winds down?
After a day's work of tuning hardcore smut? Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, you gotta have something to take the filth off of your mind, I guess. Why is this scannable? No, okay. What do we got? Tech thingy, notes. I'm sure this wasn't here before. I forgot to change the notifications in the pressure gauge. Add an automatic reset when starting up. Tracking module froze underwater again. Underwater? So right, hold on. Probably the waterproof case is blocking the signal. Fix made an opening for an antenna. Connection lost with the barometer when set in bathymetric mode. Fix add an automatic signal to switch back to last position before connection loss. What's with you in the ocean, Judy? I'm intrigued. So we've got... I mean, we've got a fish tank here, although... Oh, there are fish. Okay. Steal your max dog. Hello. What have I missed here? Oh, it's a drink. Right, there's a definite underwater theme going on. Yeah, look at this. More doodles of scuba divers, a huge octopus. What's with you in the sea? I'm intrigued. Can we ask her? No, we can't. That's a shame. Right, anything else we've not yet taken a look at? No. Right. Let's, Oh. Oh, no! Oh, there was stuff we could talk about in there, but I can't get in. Damn it. Can we Can we bail out through a window and come back in again? Oh, we can't jump. Rubbish. Oh, I want to go and... Can we go around the balcony outside? Oh, no. No, we can't. Unless... Oh, hello. We've got a new objective to call Mr. Hands. Who's Mr. Hands? This just feels so bizarre, but can we get back in through the window? Like, please? Ah! Oh, that was close. Band poster? Oh, we can't go in through the window. Damn it. We can see a poster that's on the other side of the wall we're clinging to.
Who would have thought?
Perilous future. Electropunk. I'd rather puke out my ears.
Nobody asked your opinion, Johnny. And I don't think we can... No, we can't interact with anything else. Right, let's actually get off the side of this building. Ow. Right, so, we've apparently got to call Mr. Hands. I wonder if he's something to do with inquiring about Pacifica. Huh, so we don't have an awful lot to go on. We know that Evelyn met whoever she was speaking to in a church. That, the church is in Pacifica and is controlled by the Voodoo Boys. And we know that Evelyn went against the Voodoo Boys by scanning out Yorinobu Arasaka's penthouse suite as requested. Wait, is that Judy's van? I think it might be. But then did them over by... Oh. Hey, Judy. Did them over again by getting in contact with Dex. Wait, hold on. Vehicle acquired? What vehicle have I acquired? I'm awfully confused. What have I just acquired? Galena. Hello. Wait, what? Delamain? I'm pleased to inform you that your vehicle has been repaired after suffering an unfortunate accident. It can be found in your garage ready for use. I wish you a good day and thousands of collision-free miles. Oh. Okay. Thanks, Del. Nice of him. Do we still have the marker to go and visit Delamain? Let's see. Side jobs. Tune-up. Yes, we do. Okay. Well, maybe we should go and pay him a visit. Anyway, that's about all we've got time for this time. I've got a few bits of information that I need to try and digest at the moment. Next time, I think we might pop over and see Del, as he was nice enough to get our car fixed up for us, and see what's what. But until next time, if you'd like to leave a like or you care to leave a comment, do so in the regular manner, and I will catch you next time. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye-bye now.